Laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet. They want to choke you. They want to choke you out of business. We're not going to let that happen.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin and crypto move up slightly. As I'm doing this video right now, we are flat. We have stocks up. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving up. And then we have the dollar moving up. And we steady see yields start to creep up. We know Jerome was not back in the house until September 18th. And then we have Tether, USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $388 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. The repo is definitely moving in the wrong direction, but we know they have to manipulate markets. These big central banks are now ready to move into an interest rate cutting cycle. But at the same time, we know Japan is going to start raising rates, and we know that's going to affect the economy. Going forward, the legacy market is going to start taking a beating. It's already taking a beating, but that's part of the plan. Legacy market goes away. The fourth industrial revolution comes in. But don't forget, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. It's not something that happens overnight. They move it slow, so the sheep are gradually moved in. Anything other than that, it will scare the sheep. And this is a global plan, not just for the West, guys. This is global. Everything now is going to rise in the emerging markets. And speaking of the emerging markets, we have Hong Kong Project and Symbol Explorers tokenization and banking with new CBDC sandbox. And guys, we know nothing happens in Hong Kong without China. Hong Kong is nothing but China's straw man. And we know if they do get a CBDC, it'll just be attached to that digital yuan. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs are up. And then we have Ethereum finally gets net inflows. We have BlackRock-led inflows after 5 days of sitting at 0. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. Now, if you're a part of my Patrons, you see how crazy the world is becoming. But then also, you see all this technology that's coming in that can fix all the issues that are being caused by the NWO. Don't forget, the economy is really the secret weapon. If I get to choose which people get to make money, which people get to go to school, I'm creating that divide. As long as I have divide, that means I can conquer. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, we had Ton blockchain with second outage in less than 36 hours. Also, we have Stacks begins Nakamoto upgrade. Of course, to speed up transactions. Now we have Trump continues to sell. We know he gets on those hills and he struts. Now sells over $2 million in another NFT. And for someone we know who knows nothing about crypto, these digital assets, the whole ecosystem has made millions. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have BNB Chain launches official cross-chain bridge with Sailor, D-Bridge, and Stargate to improve interoperability, liquidity, and user experience. And we see Binance keep building. After CZ left, they're still building. That means, guys, there's a machine behind this whole thing. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Acres Yield Bearing ST-BTC token is now live on Bitcoin scaling network Meso. And lastly, we have Hashkey Exchange lists Avalanche and Chainlink for retail trading following Bitcoin and Ethereum. And again, nothing happens in Hong Kong without China. We see Hong Kong building things out, but we know who they're building things out for. Remember, China wants to keep the mainland private and use Hong Kong to interact with the rest of the world. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.